Hey, y'all. Hey. So, we are going to be doing some weekly planning in my HP Classic Productivity Layout. It's your girl, Tawana, aka Miss.com. Now, I'm going to try to keep this video short because I was having all types of technical difficulty on Sunday. I'm not going to tell y'all how defeated I was with trying to do this dual camera setup and using my action camera and my cell phone because my laptop camera just was not giving what I needed to give. And then not only that, it was just the placement and then my extra light. It was a whole thing, and I think that I am going to have to bring that other desk back in my office to record on. So with that, I did get a little bit defeated with going live on Sunday. I still didn't let it deter me from recording the video, but I do need to work on that because I don't want to just be popping out videos just to be popping them out. I do want to switch up some things and make sure that the quality is pretty good for what I have. So this week I had the idea of doing all the dolls. So you guys see how I was tracking last week. I did good last week. I got a workout in strength training, not every day, but I did one of each every day. Still ain't no movement on the scale, but I do feel good, so that is a plus. So I am going to be digging into my doll collection. Now, initially I was thinking that I would mix and match some dolls from some different brands, and then I was like, the sizing is going to be off. So I'm going to stick with my Coco's Vision. I will put a link to her site. She has a ton of dolls. I'm not an affiliate, but if you look on Instagram, there are quite a few people out there that do have affiliate codes. So we're going to get to it. So the productivity layout is really set up for time blocking. So on that, the outer lines, it has every hour. So I think it starts at 7, and I don't time block. So I always either write the numbers out or cover them with stickers, or a lot of times it's the combination of the two. Don't ask me what made me decide to use all dolls at the bottom. I had this idea for doing dolls in boxes. That is the one plus of using a vertical layout. You do have a lot of space to kind of play around with decorating your planner, but you also have enough space to do some functional planning as well. So now this is really all about placement. So I use the top half for my fitness tracking. That is going to be consistent. And I use the bottom boxes for top things that need to get done. And then the line boxes at the bottom for the time blocking. I put down task appointments and meetings, things like that, or and bills that need to be done. Now, that fitness sticker book is one that I've had for some time, and the goal is to get through that whole sticker book this year. Hopefully I can get through in the next couple of months, but I said until I finish at least one of these sticker books completely out, I cannot buy another sticker book. That is kind of me holding myself accountable. Now, this is the album that I keep most of my Coco Visions dolls in, and I did not go into this really with a color palette in mind. I just knew that I wanted to have a cluster of dolls and boxes at the bottom. So it is most definitely a work in progress. That's also one thing I do like about Coco's Vision is she also has quite a few male dolls in different outfits. Some of them even coordinate with some of the female dolls. So I do like those as well. Now, I kind of wanted it to coordinate, but not be too matchy matchy, if that makes sense. Like I didn't want, and I also didn't want it to be like super loud where it just looked all off. Now I did order the um the blue grab bag where you pick your color and she picks the dials. And if you're somebody who has a hard time figuring out which dials you want, but you know you want a certain color scheme, I'm not gonna front. I was happy with the dolls that she selected for me. It was a variety in regards to their outfits. Some of them were summer, some of them were spring, some of them were fall, and some of them were winter. Not everybody had jeans on, but everybody did have blue on. Was quite a few in there. I was like, oh, I really like this one. Now, I do believe that she does let you know that there is a possibility that you may get a duplicate. In mine, I did get one duplicate, but it was actually a doll that I liked. And I liked all of them, but I wasn't mad at getting the duplicate because it was one that I could actually share with my girlfriend. And I think I only gave her one of the two, and I done already used the one sheet. But that's neither here nor there. But this, I think, is a great way for me to really like use these dolls. I don't know what it is with the dolls, why we buy them and we feel like we don't want to use them. I have never used this many dolls on one spread. Now, across multiples and, decorating my journal, maybe a dollar or two on per page, but I ain't never used this many dials on one page. But truth be told, I am getting into that space where I'm like, I want to use the things. I need to use the things because there are so many new things out there that every so often you're like, I kind of want to buy some more. But then you're like, where you going to put them at? And do you really need them? Because you got how many already in there in the tuck? So that is a thing. I'm just saying it's a thing. I know I'm not the only person, but this is very much a year that I am being intentional with all of my purchases. And I would encourage everybody to be super intentional with your purchases. I'm looking to see like how long is the shipping time. If I buy these stickers, what is my game plan for them? What am I going to use them for? If I don't have a game plan and I'm just buying them because I think that they're cute, I'm kind of second guessing that purchase. I have found myself like adding a bunch of stuff to the cart and I'm like, I'm buying it because it's cute, but do I really have like a spread in mind? Is it something like, oh, I can use this for October, or oh, I can use this for my birthday or in my journal. Of course, I can use them whatever, but I do want to have something in mind for them because I have sticker albums with stickers that I have not used. I'm also going through my sticker albums and pulling out stickers that I know I'm not going to use. I have multiples of and really starting to destash them and not like just putting stuff on Poshmark. And shameless plug, I do have some of my D-Stash stuff on Poshmark, but like just because I'm like they're stickers, like just putting them in an envelope, putting a stamp on there, and mailing them out to somebody who is going to use them. Because that's the biggest thing. Like in this economy, people don't have, and even if you do have $50, $60 to spend on stickers, a lot of people are opting not to do that because we don't know what's going on. And this is pretty much one of those times where like I am really having a real conversation with my overconsumption and really starting to look at that, and not just even in the realm of stationary items, but with shoes, handbags, clothes, and just asking myself like, do I really need all of these things? Do I have a lot of things of just in case? Or where is it like, oh, this is something that's only going to be out a limited time? Is it something that I really need? Can I do without? Is there an organization that I can probably send these items to for somebody who's going to use them now, somebody who really needs them? All of those things are conversations that I'm having with myself before I make purchases, looking at the things that I have already purchased. it has been a whole thing, and it is consistently being a thing, and me just trying to determine where did that come from, and especially because I'm not somebody who's like who has to have the latest, the greatest, the newest thing all the time. So it's definitely been interesting kind of checking myself and double checking to see like what is motivating my purchases. Listen, I just know I've been rambling on and on. We done got super chatty. So what I am gonna do is let us vibe out for a bit with a little bit of music, and then I'll come back and show y'all how I'm gonna plan in this spread. So I am big on using my script stickers instead of writing things down. One, I had a sticker for it. So two, I also am one of those people where sometimes I feel like my handwriting be all over the place, but at the end of the week, my handwriting is going to be all over the place. It's going to be sections that's going to be super neat, and then there are going to be sections that are going to be super messy. So Sundays are my relaxed day. It's when I do my money review. It's when I plan for the week upcoming. I am instituting back my 1 hour digital detox, so no phone, no TV, just me and my book for an hour. So I'll either be reading or journaling or a combination of the two, but I do think that it's important for me to block off that time. When I do my digital detox, I also let my friends know, hey, between this time and this time, I'm probably going to be on do not disturb, or my phone is going to be on silence. Mind your business, well, drink water and mind your business sticker is always the vibe on Sunday because it is so much of a chill day. Doing my fitness tracking at the top has most definitely been a game changer for me because it has allowed me to really look at what's been working and what hasn't been working, and kind of holding myself accountable to really working out. And I need to do better with doing my food diary and with my meal prepping. Now, this week I did slip up a bit because I did not plan for the week coming. I just had an idea of the proteins that I was going to cook, but I really didn't set up a real plan like I'm going to eat this, and this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner each day. I just know I took chicken breast out. I've already seasoned it. So I'm going to be eating some chicken breast and some ground beef and cabbage this week. So it's going to be a whole meal centered around that. Now, I don't overload my planner. I really think that 3 tasks are like pretty much like the sweet spot. Like these are like the must do things that you have to do. And these are things that are aside from like just paying bills or doctor's appointments. But what these are for me are building blocks for whatever my monthly goal is. That monthly goal rolls into that quarterly goal. That quarterly goal rolls into that yearly goal. So the tasks that I'm doing are based on that. Some of them also are based on things and events that I have coming up that I need to get done. So, like, water bill is due this week. We throw a water bill sticker down. Yeah, I know I love a good little bit of motivation. So, I always feel like we need a good quote somewhere. The 2 dots at the top, one is for I do a workout video, and then I do strength training. And I've been kind of tracking the time that it takes me to get done the strength training circuit. So my other half gave me a whole circuit. I got an app where I check off the reps and it'll clock how long it's taking me to do the particular workout. So I have been writing that down. And then I, the goal is at the minimum 8,000 steps. And then anything over that is bonus. But I have been tracking how many I've been doing each day. The only day I don't track is Sundays. And that's because I'm not walking on Sundays. Saturdays, I get up in the morning before I cook breakfast and I take my walk. Now, during the week, my walk is usually broken up between AM, afternoon, or night. So if I have time, I will take an afternoon walk. If I don't, then I'll do it once I get off of work. But I try to at least get 4 laps around the neighborhood in. That'll give me my two, almost three, usually gives me about 3 miles in the morning. So that way, then I only have two that I need to do in the afternoon. So I'm not doing the 5 miles consistently all at one time, except for on the weekend, except for on Saturday. So it's good for me to track because I also write down if I did 4 laps in the morning, like how did I get to that particular step count? Because I want to try to get it at least in a range for the whole week. So that's a big thing. It really is about being consistent and figuring out what's working. Because when I tell you that it has been a bit of a struggle to drop some of this weight and then to kind of yo-yo back and forth for like the last 2 months and kind of like back to where I'm at now, where it's kind of stagnant. It's like, okay, I need to really start tracking what I'm eating, how I'm working out, what am I doing to really get those things in. Now, I do have a couple of like tasks that I need to get done this week. I do have a training this week, and I have some tasks and stuff that I need to get done for my son. Now, this is a daily page, and for me, I sometimes, especially on the weekends, I will do my brain dump and just do a long list of tasks that I need to get done on there. And I use it for that. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Make sure that you drop in the comment section and let me know how you made out with the snow. Peace and blessings.